Hi, we're LiveMix. I'm Kaylee.
I'm Molly.
And we're here with The Maine.
Last night I did think my mother told me not to with the people I shouldn't see in the places that I should not go.
Right, so if everyone doesn't know, if you can just tell everyone your names.
I'm Garrett.
And I'm Pat. We are 2/5 of The Maine.
Who are your inspirations with the music?
Oh man, lots of people. I don't know. We like the bands who, you know, do it with a purpose and a fight. And, you know, Tom Petty or
Wilco.
Yeah, but I mean, tons of bands. I guess, you know, kind of everything we hear ends up somehow being an inspiration.
What are your favourite achievements as a band? Tough question.
Yeah.
We put out technically 2 records out, independent, which has been pretty awesome. People have bought them and still come to shows, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think being able to tour all around the world is a pretty cool thing for us. Just because when we first started out as a band, I couldn't even imagine that would be like an option. You know, I didn't think that coming over here to play shows was even like something we could do. Yeah. So the fact that this is like our 6th time here is pretty incredible.
Oh. So your album is pretty full of emotion. Is it relating to all of your lives, like in general, or what's the messages behind them?
I mean, John writes all the lyrics, so I mean, they definitely mean more to him, the actual words, but I mean, I guess all of us can at least know what he's talking about in like a scenario or situation. You know, and just knowing that, you know, you can be affected by it, and you know, people make different stories for all the words, so I think anyone who listens to it can kind of feel something from it. So yeah.
How do UK crowds compare to US crowds?
Pretty similar.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a interesting thing because I feel like we have good crowds all over the place and bad crowds all over the place too. You know, it just kind of depends on the night, but. Yeah, I guess we've kind of found over the years, for the most part, you know, I guess it's kind of, I feel like the people that are into our band and stuff, it doesn't really matter where you're from, you know, it's kind of like just a giant group of people who are all like support and are a part of what we're doing. So yeah, kind of if they're from here or from wherever, you know, it's kind of all the same, like in a good way.
Yeah.
Do you see a lot of the cities you go to, or is it basically a venue and that's it? Or
it depends.
Yeah, it totally depends on the.
Kind of ends up more times than not being you see like just right around the venue. But there are
certain times, like if you have an off day, usually you go hang out some places, or sometimes you just happen to be around something cool, so you walk to it. It totally depends on where you're at and the situation. Sometimes you're busy, sometimes you're really bored. It's just, yeah.
What's your favourite thing about touring?
Oh man, playing the set. You know, I think that's the reason that we're here. So, I mean, the day gets kind of like, you know, you're either like we're really busy or you don't have anything to do. So, kind of like the time that you get to perform every night is the time that is the most most exciting part and the only reason that you're here. So.
Yeah. What's your favourite song to play live?
There's a song "Run" it's on their new record. It's pretty fun. It's high energy, so it's always cool.
I like playing that one. We're playing a version of "Growing Up" on this run that's a little bit more upbeat, I guess. And I like doing that one as well.
Yeah. Do you all contribute to songwriting?
You know, John will come with like a couple chords and like a chorus or something, and then the rest of us get together and kind of form it into what it is and try to fit the vibe to whatever the song is.
Yeah.
And we always seem to sometimes not get it right the first time, and then we'll go back, or live we'll change it to something that's like kind of fits it better or whatever. So you know, everyone's always throwing ideas out and whatnot. So
Yeah.
it just
Cool. Is there any advice for anyone writing songs then?
don't force it. Whatever you do naturally is probably the best way that your song is gonna happen. I feel like people can tell when you try to do something too hard and try to make it something that it wasn't.
Do you have any interesting tour stories?
A lot.
A lot.
It's hard to think.
Yeah,
though.
they like tend to just become like a blur because there's always a brand new thing kind of that's going on every time we go out on the road.
And things that probably people want to think are very interesting or funny, we think is like hilarious. So
I mean, we've had like bad things happen, like getting caught in the middle of like
a snowstorm,
and
with
like
running
in
out
the
of gas.
in the van and like running out of gas. We had like our safe,
all of our money stolen.
all of our
from the
money
tour.
stolen. You know, there's like
I mean,
things
people
like
probably
that.
think that's pretty interesting, but
Yeah.
it's just shit happens.
Yeah, there's all kinds of things that are like always going on like that. But that's just what happens when you're on the road.
Yeah. Any pre-show rituals?
We do this like chant thing that we've done for so long, pretty much since we started touring.
Yeah. But that's the only thing that we do. We don't have like anything that we do like an hour before we go on or anything like that. So.
No crazy yoga.
No.
Probably should.
Yeah.
My back always hurts.
Have you ever had like a strange experience with a fan? Like anything strange happened?
Often.
Often,
I
yeah.
had to sign a girl's teeth once. That was kind of weird.
Wow.
This girl climbed through the back of our bus one time. Her mom, we were like parked like a mile from the venue, and somehow they found our bus in Florida, and her mom just like dropped her and all of her friends off. Like that's a terrible idea. You shouldn't do that. And all of a sudden we see these girls like climbing all over the bus. We're like, what the fuck? And they stick their head through the back lounge and like look around, and we're like hiding in our bunks. We're like so frightened. And then like after 15 minutes they left. It was terrible.
Oh dear. What other plans do you have for 2014?
We're going to Brazil, like pretty much right after this, and then we go on the Warped Tour in the U.S. for all summer.
We're gonna around that. We're gonna put out some new tunes, new/old tunes,
B-sides.
B-sides, and then we're gonna put out a DVD of our acoustic tour that we did like a couple months ago, and then probably be on the road some more. So
Busy
just
year.
yeah,
So just to
we're
sum
gonna
it
be gone.
up, sum it up. What are your plans and what do you hope to achieve over the next few years?
For the next few years. And I hope we can just continue to write songs that people can connect to in a certain way, and keep making the songs that we enjoy ourselves, and I think continue to go down this path of like doing what we love and doing it on our own terms, and not having to like buy into what a record label wants us to do, and just kind of continue to be as independent as we can, because that's what makes us happy, is being able to play what we want to play and go on tour when we want to do it, and to be able to give back to our fans, because we appreciate the fact that they come out and support what we do, and so I think that's a goal, is just to be able to continue to do that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Pat, you make me cry.
Well, thank you for your time.
Yeah,
Thank you guys very much.
Thanks.
Thank you.